Big sigh of relief as of today on the whole market and especially on the eVTOL market. We have more news from yesterday. We are following on from yesterday's show with Vertical Aerospace. Number of the day, $1.25 billion. What does it mean? Well, Vertical Aerospace have been very busy and they have been securing new pre-orders and more partnerships. So today we're going to look into that. We're going to continue from yesterday's story. We're going to have a look at charts as well, and I will give you my insights of what's coming next. Thank you for joining me. We had some technical issues. I would appreciate if you could hit the like button and possibly subscribe if you are new to this show. Let's get back to the main studio. I will just check if everything is coming through. I will see who is here, and then we'll get back to the topic of the day. Right, there we are. Thank you very much for joining me. I do apologize. We had some audio issues on the opening of the event. I see we got disconnected and connected. Hopefully it didn't affect the quality and the flow of the show. I think it was just the chat. Okay, that's fine. I see people are coming in. Thank you very much for joining. Let's not mess around and let's get back in the main in the analyst room. Let me just quickly change the setup here so we are ready with our topic of the day. There we go. And let's get back to the analyst room. Vertical Aerospace have been very busy. We know from yesterday that Vertical Aerospace have announced new partnership. Let me just share this on the screen. Vertical Aerospace have announced new partnership with Evolito, manufacturer of and supplier of electric motors. So Evolito, we know from the yesterday's event. Don't know why this is not playing. Let me just refresh it. We know from yesterday's news that Evolito are fairly established electric power unit manufacturer and developer, and they have a very good capacity as well. They are not new to the advanced air mobility market. They are already supplying Electra and their EL9 aircraft, and we know, stand by, one more second, they are based in Oxford as well, but we know their capacity is up to 20,000 units per year. So that is a very good setup. Vertical Aerospace took part in the Singapore Air Show. We talked about it yesterday as well. And we've got some more pictures just to put you in the mood of and soak up the vibe of the Singapore Air Show. Vertical Aerospace have been fairly busy. We have quite a few stories from the Singapore Air Show. First of all, before we move on, we know that Vertical Aerospace have presented their aircraft, Valo, their very new aircraft, Valo, in New York. A couple of weeks ago, they presented their aircraft in the very heart of Manhattan. It's somewhere here in the Classic Car Club. The event was open to public and everyone could visit and see this very aircraft in the flesh. With that, Vertical Aerospace also presented their proposal to the initial air taxi network. The very heart of the network is downtown Skyport. This is the heart of Manhattan. If you look here, somewhere here, there's the Statue of Liberty. And we have fairly short travel time on certain routes. 7 minutes to JFK International, East Hampton Airport 42 minutes, Teterboro Airport 7 minutes, and we have Newark 7 minutes as well. What is the advantage? Why are we looking into this? We are looking into this because if you think of two-dimensional transport, when congestion happens, when the peak hour hits, these travel times can be in hours, can be an hour and a half, even 2 hours. Whilst when you are traveling in third dimension, you can take off and move via air. These are your new, much more efficient travel times. So just to put this into perspective, and we also have more news. So what you can see behind me is the Valo aircraft with modification as an air ambulance. Vertical Aerospace wins proof of concept grant to advanced emergency medical services capabilities for Singapore. So again, good news coming from the Singapore Air Show. Grant will support real-world emergency medical services mission development for Valo in Singapore. Collaboration in Hutch, Singapore's HTX Innovation Center, to trial and validate proof of concept for eVTOL use in emergency medical services. Open Innovation Program provides operational insights for Vertical's hybrid electric aircraft development, with flight testing planned for second half of 2026. Again, we talked about it yesterday. Vertical Aerospace have been developing their hybrid power unit, which is offering tenfold of the current battery-powered aircraft range. So this will be part of the new development as well. Vertical Aerospace, a global aerospace and technology company that is pioneering electric aviation, today announced it has been selected as a winner of the Dimension X Cohort 7 Challenge and awarded a proof of concept grant by Hutch, an innovation center of Singapore's Home Team Science and Technology Agency for Public Safety. The grant will enable Vertical to develop, test, and validate an emergency medical services use case for its Valo aircraft platform, its commercial eVTOL aircraft. The project is focused on how electric and hybrid electric vertical flight could support time-critical medical response for remote island areas around Singapore. Under the program, Vertical will work with HTX, Hutch, and operational stakeholders to develop a detailed emergency medical services concept of operations, also known as CONOPS, aligned with real operations and regulatory requirements. Operational insights to evaluate medical cabin configurations for patient transport and in-flight care, and conduct a proof of concept flight demonstration to assess mission feasibility, safety, and response times. Why this use case? We know that these aircraft are designed as flying taxi. This is their primary use case. It's not it. We can transport cargo. We not only moving people from point A to point B. We can move cargo. We can. There's a very wide range of military and defense use cases as well. And we also are looking at emergency services. What is the advantage? This aircraft is electric powered. There's no engine. You don't need any drivetrain. You don't need any gears. You don't need any. You need much less moving parts. And this aircraft requires much less maintenance as well. So it's operational cost, it's maintenance, and it's the maintenance cost as well, the maintenance demand and the maintenance cost as well. Let me just check. I'm getting messages from the director. Let me just check if we are all okay. That's fine. No problem. I'm getting message from Martin. Roger that. So this is to replace a helicopter, basically, which is much cheaper to operate and much more reliable and much less demanding in terms of maintenance. So that's great news as well. Vertical Aerospace will be getting more money through this grant. What we've got here, JetSetGo. Look at delivery. What is behind me? India. More news coming from the Singapore Air Show. Vertical Aerospace, and that is 5th of February, by the way. Vertical Aerospace signs new customer, JetSetGo, to accelerate electric and hybrid electric aviation in India. JetSetGo pre-orders 50 Valo aircraft and partners with Vertical on route development, regulatory engagement, and commercial planning. Agreement includes the evaluation of hybrid electric aircraft for long-range missions, ideally suited for use cases across India. Agreement positions India as a key market for certified advanced air mobility services. So again, if you think of, say, emergency services and also cargo and passenger transport, this use case is ideal because we know some parts of India have very difficult access. And again, we are replacing helicopters with something that is much cheaper, much less demanding, much cheaper to operate, much cheaper to maintenance, and less demanding to mechanical strain and failure. JetSetGo, one of India's leading private aviation operators, and Vertical Aerospace, a global aerospace and technology company that is pioneering electric aviation, today announced the signing of Memorandum of Understanding. This is important. This is not a contract or this is not a firm order. This is a pre-order, but they are signing a Memorandum of Understanding for the intended purchase of 50 Valo aircraft alongside a strategic collaboration to develop advanced air mobility services in India. So think of this as the early door and the pioneering of the flying taxi biotope and environment in India. We also have Archer Aviation setting their foot into this airspace, and now we have Vertical Aerospace. And Vertical Aerospace are sending or have been sending multiple clear messages to the market-leading Joby and Archer. And they are saying, we are not staying behind. Greetings from the United Kingdom. So that is the news from India. We also have news from Japan. Again, and this is the biggest amount of aircraft recently ordered or intended to be ordered. And this leads on to the number of the show, number of the day, 1.25 billion. 1.25 billion is the total value of the pre-orders Vertical Aerospace secured in mere 2 days. You can see 4th of February. Coming from Singapore Air Show again. Vertical Aerospace advances Japan commercialization with Marubeni via electric air taxi routes. Strategic commercial routes to reduce travel time by up to 80% compared to ground transport. Vertical and Marubeni developing plans for piloted eVTOL demonstration flights in Osaka, Bay Area, targeting 2026. Advancements follow pre-delivery payment for Marubeni to secure early Valo delivery slots for its conditional pre-order of 200 Valo aircraft and regulatory businesses with JCAB. So, 250 pre-ordered aircraft. Don't get me wrong, these are not firm orders, but this is good news. And this is showing the sentiment of business partners. It shows the sentiment of the operators. It shows the sentiment of countries and their regulatory bodies as well. So everyone is saying, hello, we are open for business. Vertical Aerospace, a global aerospace and technology company that is pioneering electric aviation, today announced a major acceleration of its commercial roadmap in Japan working in partnership with Marubeni Corporation, one of Japan's largest trading and investment companies with deep experience in aviation, infrastructure, and mobility. Together, the companies are advancing plans for a future advanced air mobility route network across the country, marking a significant step toward the commercial deployment of electric air taxi services in Japan. Ahead of this, the companies are progressing plans for piloted demonstration flights in the Osaka Bay area, targeted for 2026. I will show you the proposed map before we go there. We are getting a special message from our special guest.
At Sensei_Live tipped £1.99 through Super Chat. Wrong camera lol.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate, for telling me after 20 minutes. Okay, I do apologize. Yeah, the show is still fresh. The setup is fresh. The paint is still wet. The muscle memory still doesn't kick in. So I do apologize. You will see these blips here and there. Thank you, Sensei, for letting me know. Okay. The story continues. Use cases being progressed include premium tourism and major events, rapid access from major urban centers to scenic destinations such as Osaka to Awaji, hopefully I'm reading it right, Awaji Island, Shodoshima, and air taxi services to support transportation and international exhibitions and large-scale events. And we know that Joby Aviation have been there, or were there first. They have been pioneering this concept in Japan. Expo 2025. Joby, for the whole month of October, they have been carrying out multiple flights every day. Part of the Osaka Expo. Archer Aviation took part in the Osaka Expo as well, but they did not fly. They had just static display, whilst Joby Aviation had been flying and setting the ground, testing and proving the concept in the natural environment. The story continues. Another use case is airport shuttles and integrated connections, providing fast first and last mile links to major transport hubs and airports. An example, Izumisano to Osaka and Kobe. And another use case is essential services, supporting time-critical medical and logistic transports. An example, emergency response coverage in Osaka, Hyogo district. From Expo to commercial operations, we've already touched this topic few seconds ago. The announcement builds on the strong momentum from 2025 Osaka World Expo, which attracted more than 29 million visitors, where attendees had the opportunity to engage with Valo, Vertical's upcoming certification aircraft, through an immersive cabin experience with simulated commercial flight routes across the Kansai region. There we go. So Vertical Aerospace have been feeding us with a lot of good news. This is the proposed network. So Osaka, this is where the Osaka Expo was. I will show you more pictures and more insights tomorrow. If you join me tomorrow for my Saturday live eVTOL show, I will show you some pictures and videos of Joby flying in there. But this will be the hub, the heart of the network. You have Osaka, Koyasan, Izumisano, Kobe, Awaji Island, and here, Shodoshima. And you can see the travel times, mere minutes. So again, we are seeing the advantage of the flying taxi or the advanced air mobility concept. On the ground, we are talking probably an hour and a half. As the crowd flies, you can see the time advantage. Right, let's have a look at the markets. Let's have a look at the markets. Won't be long, but this is very important. We had a big sigh of relief. had a massive sigh of relief, actually. Have a look. This is what I think is the preview of the whole eVTOL market. We call it our own eVTOL market ETF. We have our original equipment manufacturers, just Tier 1, Archer, Joby, Vertical Aerospace, EHang, Horizon Aircraft, and more. Then we have Tier 0, which are the parent companies, and we have Tier 2, which are suppliers and operators. Have a look. Apart from Stellantis, who reported very disappointed news on their earnings this morning, the whole market is pretty much dark green. And you can see yourselves. Archer, before the closing bell, we are about half an hour away from the closing bell. Archer up on the day, 12.5%. Joby, almost 12%. Vertical Aerospace, 12%, over 12%. Horizon Aircraft, almost 9.5%, and more. Amprius Technologies as well, very interesting, 15% push today. And this is very good because yesterday, those who joined me yesterday, you could see that I said most or a lot of the stocks hit their local bottom, and this just resonates what we could see yesterday. We had a nice takeoff. Is this going to continue? We don't know, but at least we had the opportunity to possibly lock in some profits or some gains, or have a bit of margin play if we are dipped into margin. So what is next? What's the next course of action? Well, let's have a look at Archer. We've got marked up this previous resistance, previous support, which will now act as a resistance, $7.50. You can ask Sensei on Monday. Join his show and ask him, Sensei, can you have a look at Archer? Or Sensei, can you do Joby chart? But I think I don't think I'll be too far off of Sensei. So the critical level now is 750. And obviously, if we zoom out a bit, we've got this marked up. We've got, we don't have it marked up. Why don't we have it marked up? I've got communication issue between TradingView here and TradingView in my PC. Okay, so that's weird. Yeah, we picked yesterday 640 as the bottom, as the local bottom, and as you can see, we bounced off 640 just overnight, and then you could see a nice push up, which resulted in 12% push today. Let's get back to Joby. With Joby, again, we probably have hit the local bottom here. I think Joby can go even lower, but for now, we are in the safe waters. Don't have any values marked up here. I've got synchronization issues with my between my TradingView here and between the TradingView on my PC. So doesn't matter. Let's have a look if we have Vertical Aerospace here. If not, I will get back to the... Yes, we've got Vertical Aerospace synchronized here. Yesterday, I told you, let's zoom out a bit. Let's zoom out a bit and change the chart to 15-minute chart. Yesterday, we had a look at Vertical Aerospace and we could see this parallel. Let me zoom out a bit more. Thank you for bearing with me. Right, there we go. This is the hour candle chart. And I told you, I could see a parallel channel being formed. And we just confirmed it here. We just confirmed it here overnight. And you can see we are now taking off. So we have, if the global market is good, if the sentiment is good, we can see a nice run up somewhere towards between 5 and 550. If we have some more good news, Vertical Aerospace are yet to announce a completed full transition piloted flight. If they announce it, that could be a good catalyst to break through this parallel channel. So far, we have dodged the bullet here as investors. We didn't break through that 380 critical support. So now we might be going sideways or slightly up. Again, depending on the markets. But the chart, my understanding of the chart is this. Right, let's get back to the main studio. We've got about 5 minutes. If you have any questions, fire them away in the chat. I'll talk to you, and we'll wrap it up, and I will send you to Martyn's closing bell show. There we go. We were running a poll as well. We were running a poll as well in the previous in the previous event, which unfortunately got cancelled. We had to cancel it and restart again because there was some audio issue. Are you making money today? Are you green? Let me know, what is your biggest gain today? What is your biggest gain? Which stock you have made the biggest gain on? And we can have a, let me just refresh this quickly. And we can have a further chat. Got about 5 minutes before I send you to Martyn's show. So let's quickly go through the chat. Thank you very much for joining me. If you just joined, we had some great news from Vertical Aerospace from this week. Multiple news. We had part 1 yesterday, part 2 today, and we might be talking and touching on Vertical Aerospace's topic tomorrow as well. I haven't decided what the topic of tomorrow is yet, but we might talk about Japan as well. So, Martyn will be sending you to his show. Henrik is here. Thank you for joining. Comicos, do you know what time it is? I didn't say it today, did I? I didn't say what time it is. There we go. Simon Bobby is here. How many shares are people holding with Vertical Aerospace, says UK investor. Kazansky is here. Thank you. That's great. Lovely to see you here. Steven is here. RB, Tidy Big Dog. We have all the big dogs in here, literally. Doge, Troll, Crypto. Do you like Archie or Joby? I like both. I'm here for the whole eVTOL market. I don't have favorites, but if I could pick one, I would probably go with Vertical Aerospace. Camera view is off. Yes, thank you. Wrong camera. As I said, the muscle memory is not built up yet properly. I'm hoping someone will make an eVTOL version of Airwolf. Oh, that would be amazing. Stephen, Martin Young is here. Bless him. Yeah. You know, this is a live show. This is a live show. I am the producer. I am the director. I am the host. I do the special effects. I do the entertainment. So, yeah, sometimes it happens that I bollock it up. Okay? Glad you got trousers on today. Yes. Yes. Lucky me. Thank you, Abby. Just don't get it wet. Right. Abby, yes. A lot of banana heads. Yes, thank you for the camera notification. Camera view is off. Do we reckon he will realize he's talking to a camera? Okay, well, let's stop it, okay? Let's stop it. It's not funny anymore, right? It's quite embarrassing now. Sensei, yeah, thank you for letting me know. 20 minutes into the show. I love it. Jamie Rees, Liz is here. Okay, everyone is here. That's great. Yestin, okay. So we don't have any more. We don't have any questions. Fine. Fair enough. So everyone is picking on me that I had the wrong camera selected. Oh, Zach. Zach is making money on MSTR. Probably sell off Monday next week. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Brian Bynum, Virgin Galactic is up 8.2%. Amazon, my biggest winner. Yestin, yes, I was thinking this morning, shall I jump in? Shall I jump in on the opening bell? But then I changed my mind and I invested in Stellantis. I bought 28 shares, I think, because they had very disappointed news very disappointing information on the earnings call, but I think it's a great opportunity. I think it was overreaction. The stock dove about 27%. So I got in because I think it's a good company and I think they can deliver good return as well. Fly, Brian, fly this way. That gaming is here. Good to see your rig is getting better. Yeah, apart from the scenes, but we will get it down to the T next week. Vertical Aerospace, a rig setup. Okay, so these were your messages. No money in Virgin Galactic for at least 4 years. I disagree. We are covering Virgin Galactic earnings, and we have Virgin Galactic earnings coming soon, don't we? Let's have a look at this. This is the earnings hub. This is this week. Next week. Sorry, that is next week. Next week we don't have anything locked in for next week, do we? I think Robinhood is locked in. Somebody booked Robinhood, but we don't have anything booked in for the following week. And then end of the month, we've got JetSetGo Aviation, not confirmed, but so far it looks it'll be Wednesday 25th, along with NVIDIA, Virgin Galactic. And then we have Thursday 26th, Archer Aviation, along with Soundhound. Very interesting. These dates are not confirmed, and Joby and Archer, they usually push them in and out few days, so let's see. But by the looks of it, Wednesday will be very busy. So let's see. But yeah, we have covered all Virgin Galactic earnings, and we don't think so. I don't think we are so far away from getting revenue in and flying first customers. We are only a few quarters away. Right, do we have any more? Tidy Big Dog, 12 and 11% on eVTOL, Vertical and Archer. Congratulations. I've got the same. I pulled the trigger yesterday and I bought about 100 shares. I deployed a big chunk of my cash to Archer. And I think I bought about 100 shares through the day. My average was like 655 or 658. So I'm fairly happy today. But again, this is not recognized gains. This is, I haven't sold. I haven't locked any profits in yet. So, so far it's just big green day. Right. I think it's time to wrap it up and send you to Martyn. So thank you very much for bearing with me. Stay where you are. The stream, the event should take you automatically to Martyn's closing bell show. And then don't forget, we have the music party after on the music channel. It'll be a good one. And because when Martyn works hard, when Martyn has a big week, he always delivers great music show. Because he's tired and it's like a relief and he recharges his batteries. So go to Martyn's music show. It will be a good one. I guarantee. And then on Saturday morning or Saturday midday, depending on where you are, I'll be back with the Saturday live eVTOL show. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves and each other.